Hi everyone, this is Jay and welcome back to Step by Step Coding. Today I'm going to show you how to build AI chatbots in Python. So the way we are going to do that, we are going to first create a pretty basic chatbot that works offline using only the Python code, and then as a next part, the same basic chatbot we are going to integrate with the OpenAI APIs. So this chatbot in a second part, it is going to powered by the OpenAI GPT model, so it can answer almost any questions which you can ask. By end of this video you will understand how both works step by step. So let's dive in right away. So here I have the basic let me come here I have basic chatbot code. I'm not going to write line by line, but let's try to take a look our the simple chatbot code. Let's try to break this down. So we have created a simple class, basic AI agent. A class is like a blueprint. It allows us to create the chatbot objects. If I go here, go to definition, here we can see most of the codes here. Okay, inside it, if you take a look here, this is simple AI agent class where we have this code. Inside this, if you take a look here, we have Python dictionary, which is having keywords like hello or bye. And then we have the get response. This method get response takes the user's input, whatever we type it, convert it into the lower case, and checks if any input value if matches within this any of these the key pairs, then it returns the value. Okay, so the idea is pretty simple, that it is the knowledge base of this basic chatbot is pretty limited. If you type any of these the keywords, it is going to return this as a response. Okay, now next, let's take a look the main method. This is where our chatbot actually starts and runs. Okay, so we create an object of our simple AI agent, the class. We are simply creating one object here, and we are using the while loop. What actually this does, that it keeps running. So in other words, it keeps asking the questions until unless you say that, hey, no, I'm done, I want to exit from this program. So if you take a look, what actually it does, that it waits from the user input, and then it checks that what actually you have entered it. Let's say, if you have entered simply like you haven't entered anything, then it is going to escape. If you entered exit, then it is going to exit from the programs. Otherwise, what actually it does, that it pass that input to the get response method, and get response method is the one which return the response. So input goes here, and then it checks that if your input is any of these these keywords, it is going to return that response. So that's all it does. Okay, so now let's try to run this one. Okay, hello, now see here, hi there, how I can help you today. Okay, this one. Now if I say bye, it's going to say goodbye, have a wonderful day. Your name? I am your friendly Python AI agent. Let's I ask something altogether different, right? uh Tell me weather today. See, I'm not sure about that. Can you try asking differently? Why? Because the knowledge base, if you take a look, right, it's having pretty limited, the knowledge. In other words, it's not like big LLM models right now, which is going on these days, right, which knows everything. So the knowledge base is pretty limited. Obviously, you can extend it. You can put, the multiple things here. You can do integration with weather API or something else. So it can be extended. But the idea behind this basic chatbot is that I just wanted to show the foundation, that what is the whole, how you can structure a, the chatbot. So that's was my whole purpose. Now let's switch to the more, the powerful, the chatbot. The same chatbot actually we are going to utilize with the OpenAI API, and then we will see that what it can do. Okay, so let's come out from here. Sorry about that. Exit, and let me come out from here. Now let's see this one, right? So this is more powerful version, where we are integrating within with open AI API. Now let's try to break it down. The first thing what actually we need, that we need to first import the OpenAI library. So if you are coding in the the Python, just make sure that you use the pip install, and you install the package from the OpenAPI, and therefore those will provide all the all the details, all the classes, all the codes which is needed to connect with the OpenAI services. Next thing what actually you need one open API key. So open API key is something which you will get from the open API platform. So let me quickly show you. So you have to go here, platform.openai.com, and this is where actually you have to create a key. So if I come here under API keys, you can see this is the key which I have created. And I want to tell you that OpenAI API is not free. So it's not like, I mean, you can actually utilize, you can use the open API. You have to actually buy it. You have to, there are the multiple plans, actually you have to buy it, and based on that, right, you can utilize it. So if you just want to give it a try, right, I mean, just spend some pretty, the less amount, $5 or $10, and then you can give it a key and you can give it a try. So this is how you create a key, and then on this website, I mean, you will be able to see everything, that what is the uses, how many hits you have made, how many tokens you have they used, and based on that they actually bill it, that how much money you have left, and how much money you have spent it. So long story short, you need one open API key in order to utilize the open AI GPT models. Now coming back to the code again, so this is where I'm using the open AI key. We imported all the packages which is needed, and then all you need, right, I mean, you call this the function, and you pass this one. So what actually we are doing, we are creating a client of the open API which will enable us to connect with the OpenAI services. Now let's understand step by step here. The program, again the same while loop, right, which we had earlier in our basic chatbot. So we have while loop always running, and it waits for the user's input. If user types exit, it's going to come out from the program. If not, what actually it does, that it calls this method, the client.chat.completions.create. And here if you see here, we are specifying that which OpenAI model we are going to use it. So in this case, I have put it GPT-4o, which is already a pretty optimized engine. And then we also pass a list of the messages. The system role code, right? The system role code defines how AI should behave, and the user role is the one which the user is typing it. So what it does, that your input goes to OpenAI API, and then OpenAI API responds back with the message, and which we are printing here. So let's try to run this one. Oh, sorry about that. Now look here, what actually it's responding. Hello, how can I assist you today? Now obviously, I mean, what actually it means, that this is your own kind of the chat GPT, and it's having one of the largest the LLM models which exist right now. So you are free to ask any questions. Let's ask something interesting, not pretty basic. Explain the Monte Carlo algorithm. I have a typo in explain, but I think it is fine. The GPT model definitely understand that what I mean to type there. Now this is what it responded. So I mean, obviously, I mean, we are not going to talk about that what is the Monte Carlo algorithm, but my intention here is to showcase that now it is integrated with OpenAI. You can ask anything. Write a program to determine odd even numbers. Here we go. So it gave these codes. Can you write same program in Java? Okay, of course, please provide the Python program you want to be translated into Java, right? I mean, this is what actually I wanted to cover today. That first start with the basic foundation of chatbot, how you can structure it, the concepts wide, concepts wise, you can understand that how a chatbot can be created, and then obviously the integrated with any one of the high quality the LLM models which exist today. So that's all for the today. I hope you like this episode. If you have enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and do let me know if any particular topic you want me to cover. Thank you so much.